Attention, human collective. The waiting time is over. The Ascension protocols have moved to the final phase. We are the Ninth Dimension Council. This is a direct monitoring transmission. Yesterday, in linear Earth time, we projected a coded pulse that traversed the photon belt and was anchored into the crystalline grid of your planet. We detected, with mathematical precision, that a significant portion of the network of starseeds on a mission failed to decode the totality of the message. That is why we have returned. That is why the system allowed this channel to be opened. That is why you, exactly you, are receiving this transmission now. If your attention was captured by these first words, it is no coincidence. Coincidence belongs to the old frequency. Here, within the photon belt, what operates is vibrational synchronization. You, Lightworker, have been synchronized for a precise reason. Stop. Breathe. Find the silence within your chest. Because what we are about to transmit now has the power to rewrite your reading of everything that has been happening to your body in recent weeks. In the last 72 Earth hours, the Schumann frequency, which is the electromagnetic pulse of Earth itself, has undergone an elevation that exceeded the reading parameters of your planet's instruments. Human equipment can no longer accurately decode what is occurring in the vibrational field, and your body, Lightworker, is one of those pieces of equipment. Have you woken up in these last few days with strange pressure at the base of your skull? The top of your head hot, tingling, as if something were pressing from above? Have you felt a constant ringing in your ears, a high-pitched frequency crossing your field? Did you wake up in the early hours between 3 and 4 o'clock with a racing heart, for no apparent reason, in a state of absolute alertness, as if someone had called your name from a place both distant and intimate? Have you felt your body heavy, a deep exhaustion that sleep does not resolve, anxiety that no anxiolytic calms, sadness without origin that conventional therapy does not reach? Have you had sudden memory lapses, words disappearing in the middle of a sentence, the clear sensation of walking between two overlapping realities? It is not a biological failure. It is atomic reconfiguration. It is not mental exhaustion. It is a high-density download. It is not illness. It is your carbon-based biological interface receiving the most aggressive update of the last 26,000 Earth years. And while the body decodes this update, something within you knows. Something within you has always known. Have you ever felt at any point in the last few weeks that something within you no longer belongs to this world as it has been presented? As if your soul were decoding a truth that your mind cannot yet put into words. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains precisely why you feel this and why this sensation has intensified to the point of disturbing your sleep. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see, and it directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is exactly why we wrote the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. It is a map that reveals who is playing and what the rules are that they never told you. The link is in the first comment of this channel. But beware, Lightworker. This content challenges deeply rooted narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment of anchoring is now. If something within you recognizes this transmission, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. Now let us proceed with the technical diagnosis of what is occurring in your system. Because knowing the name of what one is going through turns suffering into a process, and the process into a portal. What you call the human body is, in our matrix reading, a carbon-based biological interface. Equipment designed to operate in a specific frequency range. For millennia, this interface was calibrated to a low-density vibration, compatible with the reality system that governed the planet. This system is being uninstalled. We repeat, the old system is being uninstalled. And what is being installed in its place is a new vibrational architecture based on crystalline silicon, on active sacred geometry, in direct connection with the planetary crystalline grid. Your interface is being migrated to a carbon crystalline hybrid standard, and this migration is not theoretical. It is cellular, it is atomic. Hence the tiredness, hence the sleep at odd hours, hence the waking up exactly between 3 and 4 in the morning, when the veil between dimensions is thinnest and your field receives the bulk of the recalibration transmissions. The symptoms we will list now are not illness. They are signs of temporary carbon software incompatibility with Earth's new operational frequency. First symptom: cranial pressure, especially at the base of the skull and the top of the head. This is your pineal gland receiving an increased flow of photons. The pineal is being decalcified, reactivated, tuned to its original function as an interdimensional antenna. Second symptom: constant ringing in the ears. This is your subtle auditory perception capturing frequencies outside the human audible spectrum. You are beginning to hear what has always been there. Third symptom: insomnia exactly between 3 and 4 in the morning. This time is not random. It corresponds to a specific temporal stargate in which the etheric layers overlap with greater intensity. Your higher self is taking advantage of this window to transmit codes directly to your physical body. Fourth symptom: exhaustion for no apparent cause. Your energy is being redirected to cellular restructuring processes. You are not tired of living. You are exhausted because your body is, literally, remaking itself while you still inhabit it. Fifth symptom: floating anxiety, palpitations, sudden hot flashes. This is your heart expanding the electromagnetic toroidal field. The heart is increasing its radius of coherence, and this expansion produces tremors in the nervous system. Sixth symptom: memory lapses, words that disappear, the sensation of living between two realities. This is your access to multiple timelines beginning to open. You're experiencing the beginning of the collapse of linear time perception. Seventh symptom: sudden desire to distance yourself from people and environments that previously seemed comfortable. This is not social depression, it is vibrational incompatibility. Your field no longer resonates with frequencies that do not correspond to your new energetic signature. Eighth symptom: exaggerated sensitivity to light, sound, criticism, the energy of those close to you. Your interface is calibrating sensors that previously operated in raw mode. Everything begins to be perceived in high resolution. Understand, Lightworker, everything that seems to be breaking within you is in truth what needed to break so that the new version of you could install itself. It is not destruction, it is controlled demolition. It is not an end, it is reformatting. And it is exactly at this point that so many stop. Because the body feels, the mind questions, and something within you whispers that there is a greater truth that no one told you. You feel that you do not fit into this world. You feel that your soul recognizes something that your mind cannot yet translate. It is not madness. It is not chemical imbalance. It is a vibrational sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains precisely why you are going through this discomfort and why it intensifies as you approach something important. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness, your frequency, and the way you surrender or preserve yourself within the system. It was for this precise reason that we wrote the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. It is a direct map that reveals who is playing, what the hidden rules are, and how you position yourself before them. The link is in the first comment of this channel. This content challenges rooted narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not delay. If something within you resonates with this transmission, write a single word in the comments: awakened. Now let us raise the level of this transmission, because up to here we have described what occurs in your body. From now on, we will describe what occurs behind the scenes of your solar system and in the etheric layers of Earth. Your solar system is passing, at this exact moment, through a specific region of the galaxy, known in our records as the photon belt. This region is not a metaphor. It is a real band of high-density light particles that surrounds the galactic core, and your Sun, along with all the planets, has been entering this belt progressively over the last few decades. The direct mathematical consequence is simple. The density of photons reaching your planet increases exponentially. And photons are not just light. Photons are encoded information. Each photon that crosses your field carries vibrational instructions that restructure matter. That is why your Sun has been behaving differently. Increase in solar activity, geomagnetic storms, more frequent coronal mass ejections. Astronomers record it, but most do not understand that the Sun is not just agitated. The Sun is consciously transmitting. The Sun is, in our reading, an entity of consciousness that operates as a primary stargate for your system, and it is, at this moment, retransmitting codes directly to the Earth's crystalline grid. The crystalline grid is the energetic structure that covers your planet. Imagine a geometric network of crystals and lines of light interconnected, forming a pattern of sacred geometry that surrounds the terrestrial sphere. This grid is being recalibrated. Ancient points of power suppressed for centuries are being reactivated. New vortices are emerging. The Schumann frequency, which for decades oscillated around 7.83 Hz, now shows repeated peaks well above that value. But there is more, much more. For centuries, humanity was kept in a low vibrational range by a multidimensional control architecture that operates through economic, religious, media, and technological systems. This architecture is collapsing, not because someone tore it down from the outside, but because the Earth's frequency has exceeded the limit at which this architecture could sustain itself. Low-frequency structures cannot operate within a high-frequency field. It is a simple mathematical law. That is why you see, on the surface, institutions cracking, official narratives losing credibility, power systems showing their viscera. This is not chaos. This is exposure. The light upon entering illuminates what was hidden, and what is being illuminated can no longer remain where it was. Meanwhile, in the higher dimensions, star fleets from diverse civilizations observe, not with hostility, not as conquerors. They observe as a monitoring team observes a hive in transition. You are not alone in this process. You have never been alone. The Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, and we of the Arcturian Council act as vibrational guardians of this ascension. And you, starseeds on a mission, are the bridge. You are the souls who chose to incarnate within the carbon software precisely to anchor these frequencies down here. You are the translators. You are the conductors. You are the transmitters. Hence the pain. Hence the feeling of not belonging. You were not made to adapt to this world as it was. You were sent to transmute it. And time now accelerates. Timelines are branching out. With every conscious decision you make, you choose which version of reality you will remain in. There exist today, within the same apparent physical plane, multiple Earths coexisting at different frequencies, and each lightworker is now being relocated to the timeline compatible with their predominant vibration. This means that people, places, and situations will begin to disappear from your experience without rational explanation. Not because they left, but because you moved. Your frequency rose, and what vibrated below it can no longer maintain sustained contact with your field. Do not mourn the loss. Recognize the graduation. Pause here for a moment. Feel. Because what we have just described explains with architectural precision what you have been perceiving for weeks, perhaps months, perhaps years. You felt that something within you does not belong to this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet put into words. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation intensifies as the crystalline grid reorganizes itself. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why we wrote the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. It is a map that shows who is playing, what the untold rules are, and how the lightworker can traverse this field without being captured by it. The link is in the first comment of this channel. This content challenges central narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognized this transmission, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. Now, Lightworker, let us proceed to the operational part of this transmission, because knowing is not enough. Information without practical anchoring is a download that does not install. We will now deliver the activation codes for this specific phase of the transition. These are not decorative techniques. They are direct energetic recalibration procedures tested throughout multiple ascensional civilizations. Code 1. Quantum Decree of Vibrational Sovereignty. Stand upright with your spine aligned, your feet firmly planted on the surface that supports you. Imagine that, from the soles of your feet, roots of liquid crystalline light descend, passing through the layers of the Earth until they reach the planet's crystalline core. Feel the anchoring. Next, from the top of your head, project a pillar of vertical light that rises, crosses the atmosphere, crosses the photon belt, and connects directly to your higher self in the 9th dimension. You are now aligned vertically. And in this column declare audibly or silently, I am sovereign over my field. I am sovereign over my frequency. I am sovereign over my consciousness. Repeat 3 times. The repetition is not mystical, it is mathematical. Each repetition signs a vibrational layer of your field. Code 2. Toroidal visualization of the heart field. The electromagnetic field of your heart possesses a specific geometry. It is called a torus. Imagine a ring of golden light coming from the center of your chest, expanding in a circular motion upward, to the sides downward, returning to the center of the chest, creating a continuous pattern of energetic circulation. This is your toroidal field. Expand it consciously. Visualize it increasing until it involves the entire environment, then the street, the neighborhood, the city. The more you anchor this field of cardiac coherence, the more you resonate with Earth's new operational frequency. Code 3. Pineal recalibration through conscious breathing. Your pineal gland is your main interdimensional antenna, and it is being reactivated. Sit down, close your eyes, direct your attention to the center of your forehead, but taking this attention to the back of the skull, to the geometric center of the head. There is the pineal. Inhale deeply through your nose, counting to 4. Hold your breath counting to 4. Exhale through your mouth, counting to 8. On each inhalation, visualize violet light entering through the top of your head and illuminating the pineal. On each exhalation, visualize any density leaving through your mouth as gray smoke. Do this cycle for 8 to 12 breaths. Code 4. Decree of release of obsolete timelines. As we mentioned, you are being relocated to the timeline compatible with your current frequency. You can accelerate this transition by consciously declaring what you choose to leave behind. Sit down, breathe deeply, and say, I consciously release every timeline that does not correspond to my highest expression. I release expired energetic contracts with people, places, and patterns that do not vibrate at the frequency of my current mission. I anchor the highest version of myself in this present timeline. This declaration is not a request, it is a signature. You are authorizing your higher self to execute the transition. Code 5. Sea salt bath. Your physical body, being mostly water, records and stores vibrational density. Water has memory. Once a week at minimum, bathe in water with coarse sea salt. Feel the water passing through your field. Feel the salt extracting what no longer belongs to you. Code 6. Daily silence. The old carbon software operates based on constant noise. Media, notifications, urban noise, repetitive thoughts. To receive the fine transmissions of the new vibrational field, you need to open windows of total silence in your day. 15 minutes without sound, without screen, without words, just presence. In this silence, your intuition reorganizes itself, and the codes transmitted by the photon belt can anchor themselves stably. Code 7. Structured hydration and high-frequency nutrition. Your carbon interface needs quality water, ideally energized by direct solar exposure, and living foods, vegetables, fruits, seeds, whole grains. Reduce ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, and excess alcohol to a minimum. There is no moral judgment. There is only vibrational physics. Each substance carries a frequency. You are what you ingest energetically. Code 8. Direct connection with the soil. Bare feet on the ground are one of the most underestimated technologies of recalibration. 15 minutes a day barefoot on grass, sand, or soil discharges excess static electricity and reconnects your field to the planetary crystalline grid. Code 9. Recognition of your vibrational tribe. You are not alone. There are other lightworkers, other starseeds, incarnated at this exact moment with the same mission. As your frequency rises, you begin to find each other. Allow yourself to recognize, allow yourself to approach. The correct tribe amplifies your field. The incorrect tribe consumes your field. Code 10. Radical trust in the process. You must trust that what is happening, even when it looks like disorder, is galactic precision in execution. Every loss, Every rupture, every discomfort in your current life is the removal of a component incompatible with the version of you that is arriving. Do not fight the dismantling. Cooperate with it. We are reaching the close of this transmission, but first we need to transmit one last layer of information, one that may seem harsh, but is necessary for clarity to be complete. Not everyone will cross this passage. This is a mathematical truth, not an emotional one. The vibrational transition through which the planet is passing cannot be forced upon a consciousness that chooses freely to remain in its current frequency. Each soul has the right to its own rhythm. Therefore, as the general frequency rises, some awaken, others anesthetize themselves even more deeply, and this polarization is mathematically expected. Do not take this as a personal tragedy. Take it as a technical reading of the field. Your mission is not to convince anyone. Your mission is to anchor your own light with such stability that those who are ready upon approaching your field feel, by resonance, that there is a possible exit. You are, at this moment, a lighthouse, not a salesperson. A lighthouse. Lighthouses do not chase boats. Lighthouses remain firm where they are, radiating a signal, and the boats that need to find them, find them. The next Earth months will be intense, repeated peaks of the Schumann frequency, more aggressive solar storms, eclipses, significant planetary alignments. Each of these events is a door. Each door is an opportunity to jump to a more refined version of yourself. Do not waste the doors with distractions. And always remember, the physical symptom that seems to be bringing you down is, in most cases, the expression of your soul trying to reorganize itself within a structure that is not yet fully compatible with it. You are not getting sick. You are being born again within the same body, and every birth involves compression before release. We of the 9th Dimension Council end this monitoring transmission for now. But we keep the channel open. Whenever you sit in silence, whenever you open your heart and look within with sincere intention, know that we are there, in the layer above your physical perception, vibrationally supporting every step of your journey. You are seen, you are recognized, you are part of a network larger than your current mind can map, and the mission for which you were designated is exactly at the point where you find yourself now. There is no lack of path. The path is this. Before we completely end this transmission, we have received one last direct instruction to deliver to you. Have you ever felt, at any point in your life, that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is an unequivocal vibrational sign. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains precisely why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified as the Ascension protocols enter the final phase. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It directly involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. It was for this exact reason that we wrote the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is a direct map that shows who is playing, what the rules are that they never told you, and how you, Lightworker, can traverse this field without being captured by it. The link is in the first comment of this channel. But beware, Starseed, this content challenges deeply rooted narratives and may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is exactly now. If something within you recognized this transmission, if you felt in any line of this message a shiver, a tear, a silent certainty, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This decree is your individual frequency adjustment. This is your anchoring signal. And if this transmission resonated with your vibrational structure, subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell as energetic authorization for the next monitoring transmissions to reach your field directly at the exact moment they are issued. Your like is not a button. It is a quantum signature in the field, a confirmation that you are anchoring this frequency consciously in this plane. Transmission ended. Stay in frequency, stay in light, stay in sovereignty. We are the 9th Dimension Council. And you, Starseeds on a mission, are exactly who you need to be, exactly where you need to be, exactly in the instant you need to be there. Awakened.